I think yeah, I was watching a documentary about oud, and it's actually the trees were based out in Vietnam.
Right, right. It's
Yeah,
Vietnamese food.
the Vietnamese ooh man, the
But man,
Vietnamese
I'm
you got the
me.
ooh.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Bronze, and welcome to the Fragzaddy show. Like I said, I'm your host, Bronze, and this is my partner in crime, Mr.
Stashwell in the house. What's up?
What up, man? We have a doozy. I feel like every episode we knocking out with some doozies, man. So lit. I just lost my thing.
Hey yo, we starting off early, man. What is this all about? 3 weeks in a
Oh
row.
man, I think I deleted my thing, Stashwell. I think okay, help me out. So the first ones we're gonna do our pickups. Always
Yes,
start off with our pickups, our little mini reviews. The second one will it be the our smell
smell
instant
test.
reaction smell
Yeah,
test?
the smell reaction.
Yes. And then we're gonna be going on to the industry topic with dupes versus houses or OGs. Is dupes like ruining the game or what? We're gonna get into that. And last but not least, man, we're gonna be going over the five top winter fragrances. But it's not just ranking. Pick will have its own role in the winter fragrance season. So yeah, you ready? So that being said, man, let's go and start it. Intro. All right, let me go and start with my pickups. Because I don't have stuff. Shit. Before I do that, I'll do my scent of the day. So I have this Midnight in Paris decant. It's kind of weak when people show their decants on YouTube, but it's Van Cleef. It's discontinued. Midnight in Paris Van Cleef for home, 2011 batch, and it smells pretty good. It has floral. I forgot to look at in Fragrantica, but yeah, discontinued. They said it wasn't. Of course, it's not as popular until it gets discontinued or when someone dies. What's that line in rap? No one knows your name till you're dead, or
That like a Jay-Z line or something?
something like that. Like yeah, yeah. Anyways, all right. So I'm the budget guy. So I got this Zamaya tiramisu caramel. This is a dupe of Bianco latte, and this was what I wanted to hold off of this because I wanted to have you do a blind test. I want to explain it. I want to compare right now, but I'll hold it off. We'll definitely will have a test.
That bottle looks a little sus though.
Damn!
I'm sitting there like,
No, it's good quality.
no, just
See,
the shape. I'm like, when you squint your eyes, I'm like, what are you holding, bro? Hey, yo.
I thought you were saying sus as a looking hella cheap. I said, no, it's good quality. Man, see, I don't want to even show you the next one. This one I picked up because the wifey was bugging me about getting this. It's called Marshmallow Blush by Paris Corner. And she was like, yeah, get this for me. I'm like, what if you don't like it? So we test it. I said, well, why am I testing it? Like, I might not like it, but you might like. I'm like, man, let me just get it, man. They're both like 30, $35. So this one is a strawberry marshmallow scent, kind of creamy. It's playful, for the kids too, I guess. Yeah, so
Super
that's what
sweet.
super sweet.
Where'd you buy that?
It's exclusive
Exclusive Mart?
mart.
Okay.
Yeah. I went over there again, did my rounds. I tried the Game of Spades Full House.
Was that the one you wanted to try originally?
Yes. And it smelled pretty good. I need to smell Lafayette Street again. But supposedly that's the dupe of that or the inspo. It smells strong. I went and tried aromatics is tobacco something. It was like a strong leather um fragrance. That was really strong. That was probably my favorite out of the aromatics line, Bianco. Yeah, but like again, if you go around too much, it gets you kind of get lost in the sauce. Yeah, I was trying to be more like intentional, like what you said. You know, when you're coming in to a place, you kind of like have like your top five to look out for. But yeah, so I didn't really follow that. Yeah, I need to do that more often. But anyways, on to you, Dan. Dan looking clean too, you know, looking clean.
Yeah, man. My stuff was getting a little nappy. I had to hit up my barber. Shout out to Jay Diaz. I was sitting there
You
like, dude, man, I was feeling like Spice Adams on those YouTube videos. And then when I was done, I was like,
yeah.
yeah. That shouts out to Jay Diaz, always get me looking right. Had a wedding, also I had to DJ that night as well. So I was like, I couldn't come out there looking busted.
Yeah. JD, what's what is shop called again? Empire Barber?
Yep, Empire Barber Studios. I went to the
Yes.
290 location. For all my Houston heads, if you're trying to get a haircut, visit the shop. Not only is he there, but he got some top-notch barbers on his team. So any of those guys will get you looking right.
Sir. Yeah, man. So what you got this week, Dan?
All right, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna start going down the line. I had this in my collection in the past, and then, of course, that sometimes when you sell something, you start to feel like you start to miss it right away. So this was one of them. It was by Montail, Arabian Arabian's Tonka. This thing it's like a very strong like Tonka oud type deal. It's a strong like beast mode eternal scent. Pretty affordable on the discount markets, but if you try to go to the retailers like Saks or Neiman's and things like that, they charge a pretty penny. But if you go on those kind of places like the discounters or even like on the marketplaces, you can get a good price for this, anywhere from like, depending on what you get, maybe 60 to 90. I highly recommend. Smells so freaking good.
So, man, how many ml is that? That looks like a 125.
It's a 100 ml.
Okay.
It's pretty unique. It's also like an aluminum bottle
Oh,
compared to
okay.
like how others is like usually glass or whatever, things like that. Pretty unique. It makes it feel very light when you
Feel like a.
I know, I'm matching too.
There you go.
Yeah, see.
I knew
Also,
something looked coordinated. Something looked coordinated.
I
That's what
know,
it
I was just
was.
like, makes me smell good. Content.
There you go.
All right, second one I got up was from the house of Christian Dior, their private line. And you smelled this too when we were there. It's Gris Dior. Nice little clean floral looking scent. I like the smell of this. Yeah.
That's one of my top twos when we went.
Yeah, it
So,
has
where
a
did you get that at?
I got it on Facebook.
Okay.
Some lady, she had several of those. I got a good deal out of it. It's a 50 mil. Yeah, I didn't know they did 50s, sold 50s. They also have 50s, hundreds, and or 250s, whatever. The big
Okay.
bottle that we seen, those are usually
Yeah.
like the 250s. So I feel like going forward, I've bought so many fragrances in the 100 ml and up that I feel like I just never going to use them. So I told this to myself that like new brands that I don't have in my collection, I might just start going smaller, at least being a little bit more efficient. It's not like, even at this range, I know I'm never gonna run out of this. So it's just being
Yeah.
more wise with my purchases. Great scent, private line. Get these at
Yes.
you can either go to the Dior store
Hmm.
or Saks Fifth Avenue to get one of these.
How much did you get that one for in the Facebook?
I got it for 125.
Okay.
Yeah, not too bad. That's why I
That's
was like, when I
good.
saw it, I was like, let me go see if they have it, because we
Yeah.
talked about it. That was one of my favorite ones from them, the
Yeah.
Grease Dior. So that was always on my list. And there was another one from called Lucky. I think it was a bright floral. I don't know if you remembered smelling that, but that was also on my list. But
Remember you looking out for that. But yeah. I'm
that's
glad
it.
you got that, like the Dior private line. I mean, you're not gonna see that at Ulta or Sephora or yeah. So like you said, it is exclusive. Saks Fifth
Mhm.
got the hookups too for that.
Yeah. So the other one I got was from the House of Fragrance Dubois, and it's called Oud Jaune Intense. We smelled that at
Yes.
Saks also. I remember I was like, "Yo, this is the
Yes.
one I really wanted." So I got
Yes.
my hands on it. There was a lady that's like a hardcore fragrance head, and I made a post like that I was in search of this, and she DM'd me saying I have that she was letting go of, and I think it cost like 250 for this. So she gave it to me with the full presentation, the box, and all that stuff. So it's very, you know what? When I smelled it now, I still like it. Man, it smells like very Auntie Tita vibes, but I don't care. I like it.
You
Gives
I know.
me like white. It reminds me like like those white diamonds or one of those Elizabeth Taylors that you saw in Foley's or Macy's growing up.
Yeah. I was looking for the London one out of
London
that
Spice.
London Spice. I know Kuba no was hyping that up, and I was trying to catch his drift. It didn't really catch my attention, but at that point, I was already overwhelmed with a lot of like scents. But yeah, I was like, oh, there goes that London Spice. Let me see what that's all about. I was like, oh man, it's not really grabbing my attention. It wasn't whack or nothing, but I mean, at that point, like everything was almost level with
Yeah, it's like even when you
but
clear your palate, it's still like you're not really getting a true
yeah,
analysis of what you think of it. Makes sense.
yeah.
It's like if we ever go there again, we have to strategize
Just strategize. Yeah, definitely.
what we
Get
want to
get
do and
get
stuff.
my top five. Yeah. So if we go back, I'm just gonna probably like that would be one of my lists to see revisit. It's weird how like with fragrance, it's like it's almost like music when you listen to a song, it's okay, but then later on, like oh, you're feeling it, or the vice versa. You like it at first, but then like you kind of get tired of it later on. I guess that's why the market's so alive in fragrance. It's like people want to like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over and try something else. So that's great.
Exactly. Yeah. I got two more. This is from the house of Lamari. This is what I remember I heard a lot of hype of, and when someone posted it up on Facebook, you're gonna see that a lot of the times I get most of my stuff from Facebook. I'm just constantly on there. Sometimes I stop working just to go look to see for deals. I have a problem. It's okay. But yeah, from the house of Lamari, this is Porthole.
Hey,
I know that was very AO-ish. I'm just like this. Why would they call it that?
yeah,
But it's a
man, I
nice
like that bottle.
yeah, it stands out, man. It gives me yacht vibes,
Yes.
like if the little skipper hat.
Hmm.
And then so it pretty much fits the bill. So
Okay, that's where I had
it's
it.
very
What is
citrusy, fruity, creamy, scented. I feel like if you were on a yacht like in Greece or some shit, this is what you wear.
man, rocking the white linen with some Tom Ford shades, the
Yep.
baddie on your side,
Yeah,
and some Rick Ross.
my nice little 22-year-old.
Yes, you go.
She's legal. It's all right.
Blonde,
She's legal.
blonde, getting some mestiza babies,
Yeah, man.
right?
Like I'm like 5'5", and she's gonna be like 5'10", and I don't care. I love it.
Yeah, there you go. She don't care. It's on in the back. I don't know what they call it. The quarters in the boat. I forgot what the terms are. That they don't call them bedrooms.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, trying to push out a bunch of. I'm trying to think of some mixed athletes that are like Philippine. Bunch of
Like training for golf and tennis. You're set.
soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Yeah,
Volleyball.
they don't make money.
But that's true. Yeah.
Gonna they
Yeah,
might
soccer.
they're gonna try to make their money off like NIL, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, but baseball. I think
Yeah,
baseball is the
baseball, baseball. And then my last one is from the House of Argos.
harsh.
Horse, horse, shake that arse.
Yes.
House of Argos, Neptune's Trident. This has been on my list for a minute.
Damn, that looked like a grail. That's a
Yeah,
grail piece right
this
there.
was a banger that I've been wanting to get since like maybe like a month or two since I started collecting. It's definitely a freshie.
Okay.
It gives me Imagination, if imagination had a baby with Oolong Cha, it would be this because it's
Wow.
fresh, but the tea scent in this is very emphasized. It really stands out in this.
Dang. It's funny, like you're getting some a lot of freshies, a lot of like warm weather frags. And like the previous episode, you were saying, man, it's funny that I'm getting rid of some of these winter autumn frags.
I know I'm selling all my fall fragrances when fall is approaching. But
Yeah.
then, like it's crazy this past week it's been like 80s and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
like all these summer type fragrances is still good to wear and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But yeah,
Um,
that's what
it,
I
it's
wore.
like that rotation. It kind of reminds me of like how fashions are. Like when they'll have a fashion show, but it's winter time, but they'll start to do the fashion show for the summer collections. That's kind of what it reminds me of what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, and before I forget, because you did your scent of the day, I'm gonna show you my scent of the day.
Yes.
It's from Prada. It's Prada Homme Intense.
Ooh,
This is discontinued.
okay.
Yeah, my buddy Chris that works at Dillard's that I've been like mentioning the past couple episodes. He put this he referred this to me. It's a very irisy, creamy scent, great for the winter. I
Mm,
would say this is a very special occasion type smell. Like if you're going to a banquet, a gala, a wedding, this is what you
mm.
wear. Yeah,
That looks clean.
he kept referring it to me. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. I was like, yeah, designer, whatever. But if you go on,
Nah.
yeah, I know, right? But when you go on for Fragrantica, this is like 4.5, 4.6. Yeah, I can't like stop like going back to smelling this. This was a very good recommendation by Chris.
So
He
okay,
actually he actually bought another one. He has two of these now.
he bought two. I mean, because is he almost running out on the first one,
So he
or he
has
just
I think he had
collecting because it's discontinued?
discontinued. He had his one in already in his collection that he just doubled up, which sort of makes sense. I think when I bought this bottle, it was used, of course. It was probably at 95, 90%. Um, but I feel like this would be something I would double up on too.
How much did you get that one for?
Shoot, it was like 65.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, it was worth it, bro. Like if you go on
Yeah.
Joma Shop, I think they're like 80, 80, 90.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. I mean, that's kind of the price point of designer. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with designer. You know, they're mass appealing. I mean, the king of the hill though is Blue Dick Chanel. Exclusive is the king of the hill of designers, in my opinion. Man, that shit smells so good, dude. I spray like in my solar plex when I go to sleep. Sometimes with these fragrances, I'm like, man, I want to go to sleep with some fragrance, and
I did that last night.
yeah, you spray it on your stomach, and then when your stomach warms up, it gradually goes to your nose. That's what one way to fight off or mitigate nose blindness. Did I say any? Hey,
No, you're just like, man, the way you just let it spray on your stomach and your
yeah,
solar plexus. I'm like,
yeah,
damn, Fabio, are you looking me in the eyes when you say that?
I know.
I'm like,
I got it from what's his name, the old guy from the niche collector, and that's how he sprays his stuff. So like what he does, he does the solar plex, his tummy, and he sprays it on his hand or his arm just to like so he could check it. But then sometimes depending on the situation, he'll spray it on his nap so he can create a scent trail. So it's more like for him, he's not like over splash stash style like the perfumer guy. Like he does 10 sprays, and he's a compliment getter and stuff. So but yeah, that's one thing. If you want to like if you just want to like make your just smell yourself, that's like the subtle way. But if you want to like like show out, get that bubble, get the sillage, I F it, man. It's like, man, with the ATH Notorious, man. I was like, man, that smells too good. Man,
you might have to rock that next week, bro.
I was thinking that. I said, man, okay, well, we'll talk about that next week. but next week is gonna be special. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to rock that. I'm gonna have to take it to 10. Yeah. So oh man, I've been okay. So we got I like this segment. It's our first of its kind. It's a live reaction of this frag that we haven't smelt before. And unfortunately for me, I ordered it. I ordered it online, but it's not in. Dan got his already, and I wanted to wait, but I said, "Man, F it, I can't. The show must go on." So I'm sure we're gonna have other, scents that we can do a live reaction to. So without further ado, what do we have? We're gonna do a live reaction.
All right. So the fragrance that I got is from the house of Day 3, and it is
Hmm.
called Midnight Raspberry. I seen a lot of hype going on about this. Actually, Bronze was the one that actually told me about it, and I was like, you know what? If you don't buy it, let me go see if I can find a.
I know the found man. I remember.
This was not even on my radar, but when he bought it, I was like, let me go buy it. Let me just see if there's a deal going on. So
Yeah, I'm
here
blind
we
about
are.
it. And then when you were looking at it, like the first couple of listings, it was already sold right away. This bottle was just released. I think not
It's
maybe
like
like a month ago.
September,
No, October.
something. October.
Yeah, maybe like 13th, October 13th.
Okay,
So I
so
mean,
it's
this is the
still a
ninth.
baby.
Yeah, but that juice. Look at that juice. It looks all man
Man, that
macerated.
looks like freaking cognac, bourbon.
Jeez, man. So yeah, a lot of hype going on. This indie house niche, but I'm feeling these. I feel like that'll be kind of like my journey, like the niche houses that's more indie, uh, uh, focus compared to like other like Creed or Mind Games.
The up and
Those are
coming ones, pretty much.
yeah the up and coming ones. Like under the radar, man. There are so many fragrances out there, man. Like people be sleeping a lot. There's a lot. Dan, you got that salt and pepper by Precious Liquids, man. I need to re up on some Precious Liquids because I had like some of their discovery sets, man. There are some bangers in there that's slept on. You see the rotation of the influencers. I think the influencers are being influenced by big companies, and a lot of them is their full time gig, so they're kind of like obligated to like push certain products and stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like also like I know I'm sort of guilty for this. Sometimes I like just watching the same videos of the same item or same fragrances being reviewed over and over and just hearing different takes. I know I've like sometimes I'm just like I want to hear something new, but I'm like, oh, there's a new Parfums de Marley video. Let me go watch this. And then when I have like some content creators actually like going outside the box and trying to put you on stuff you never heard of, I was just like, you know what? I should actually take note of this because they're probably gonna be putting you on some game that you have no idea about.
Yes. So man, watch out for that. So I'm gonna be looking out for some of these. And if anybody like you can leave in the comments, put in the chat, you know, give us some recommendations of what fragrances are out there that's hidden gems under the radar. So we can take a look at it and see what's it about.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Uh,
So I mean,
Without further ado,
without further ado, we set it up.
all right. So I had this since Saturday. So I've been very
Yes.
patient, Clint.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Like I got the bottle, I never got anywhere near it, or it's just like near my sense of smell. So here we go. I got my test strip. Let's see what this looks like.
You're gonna just okay. Ooh, atomizer looking good.
I'll do this on the paper and then I'll do skin next.
Okay, okay, yes. See if you can break it down for us, baby. Initial
All right, let's
reaction.
go. I didn't even read the. Let's see.
I
I
think I
guess it's
filled
all
them out.
right.
Well, that's the opening, right?
Yeah, I guess like there is a raspberry in here. Yeah, I do smell the raspberry. It's a little flat to me. You can smell some spice. I'm not really impressed by it. To tell you the truth. Let
Man,
me spray it on.
really?
Let me spray it on skin.
Okay, but
While
we
I
gotta
put it
look
on
for the
skin.
dry down. There's always two parts.
Yeah, while we do that, go ahead and pull up the Fragrantica for this and see what's on here.
Yes, live in effect, fam. Okay,
It
midnight.
does got me glistening though. Look at that aura
Yeah. So that's it is a parfum, right? Okay. Day 3. All right. So we have
from
top
the base.
notes. Well, yeah, top notes is pink pepper,
Okay, spice.
coriander. Middle notes is the Vietnamese oud.
Okay,
So
that's probably
Vietnamese,
what I'm smelling.
okay, Vietnamese oud is known to be what? Sweet, kind of sweet smell type of oud.
Very woodsy and like it has a little pungent to it. I think. Yeah, I was watching a documentary about oud, and it's actually the trees were based out in Vietnam.
Right, right. It's
Yeah,
Vietnamese oud.
the Vietnamese ooh man, the
Put that
Vietnamese you
on
got the
banh mi.
ooh, you
Put
got the
that.
ooh.
I need that. My banh mi.
I want the bun man the ooh.
Yeah.
It's like it's so good it make you go ooh wee man, ooh wee, ooh wee.
Oh, we got raspberry in there. We're still in the middle notes, and then we got patchouli.
I smell the patchouli now.
All right, and then on base notes, the cedar, musk, saffron, and was it ambergris?
You don't. It's funny when you see the word raspberry, you would think it's a very top note fruity scent, but then of course you get the midnight in the title. So you're getting a lot of the patchouli and the oud. The oud's not really too strong, but it's you can sort of smell it in there. And then you
Yeah.
mentioned like the saffron and the cedar, so it's very woodsy with maybe a
Okay.
splash of that raspberry that was mentioned.
Now, like first impression, what type of situation would this fit in?
I feel like this would you would probably wear this like on a date night, not for a young person. I feel this is more of a mature scent.
Okay.
Maybe for more of a fragrance enthusiast. I don't know if like your date would probably like this.
You really the
It
females?
doesn't really mass appeal. Like if this was at
Okay.
like
Yeah.
a Macy's or something, I wouldn't really get it. I don't know.
Right.
It's very niche.
That's what we're here for.
Yep. I guess I'm putting that up for sale.
Oh,
You know what? I'll give this till tomorrow. See how it by the end of the night, and I'll let y'all. We can
yeah,
circle back on this, and I'll let you know if I kept it or not.
man. So it makes you think. So when this was going on, okay, man, like I really value Melissa from I forgot her last name
From YouTube, the Filipino
from
girl.
YouTube, the Filipino girl. She was really hyping it up. She was glazing it. Like she was saying this is gonna be uh, a contender of fragrance of the year uh, for 2005. A lot of people are saying this is that it was going to be the release of the year. So that man, it really subjective, man. Frags is subjective. I mean, for real, I straight blind bought the YSL tuxedo because of her. I said, man, F it,
You don't
and I
get the
love it.
tuxedo vibes. You don't get the tuxedo vibes in this because of the patchouli. I feel like some fragrances that have patchouli, they have to be done right. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this one, or it's whatever for me. And then I remember I had the patchouli Paris from Guerlain. I ended up selling that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's hit or miss. I guess it just depends on what other notes you mix it with or you blend with it. Yeah, as far as the patchouli, my top two is still my tuxedo and my de noir from Tom Ford. But
Okay.
me
Well,
personally, I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't pull that from the stash. No pun to wear again.
let me ask you this: Have you ever experienced what you bought something that initially you didn't like, but then you came around to it maybe like a week later, or even after the dry down later that day?
Let me look behind me. Let me see. See
Yeah.
if there was anything I was not a fan of when I first bought it.
Ding ding. Man, I'm trying to find our notes. I can't find our notes on the.
Not really. I guess maybe the Montal I was talking about. I remember I was like, it's cool. I was indifferent about it. But then once I sold it off, and then I remember I sprayed it again before I sold it to the person. And then I was just like, oh yeah, I did like it. So I guess this would be probably one of them if I came back to it, right?
Okay. Well, Dan, that's a bummer. But hey, that's what it is. It's live in effect. It was expected to either go which way, right? It was
Yeah.
like super good or like, well, maybe three ways. Enthusiastic about it, or meh, or like straight up thumbs down.
Yeah,
I'm
I wouldn't give it the thumbs down, I wouldn't bash it, I would just say it's not for me.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah, there's, like, another fragrance, like, I feel like that's sort of like I can't get into, but people love is sort of it's from the House of Guerlain also, it's the tobacco honey. Some people just love the scent of it, but, I just can't get a fan of it, or
right.
I just can't get into it. Maybe it's just because I'm just not a tobacco like, a harsh tobacco or, like, heavy tobacco type scented person. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that was not my thing either, but people love it.
So there's like sweet notes in there as well, right? Because of the honey.
On the tobacco honey?
Yeah,
Yeah, you smell the honey, but it, like, I feel it's sort of like 60-40. Shit, it might be like 50-50 tobacco and honey. It's like it smells like straight up ashtray with honey in it. That's what it smells like to me. Yeah.
okay.
It's like if I feel like if you smelled it, it sort of feels like, when you get a raspy voice after smoking.
Dang.
That's what
Okay.
it felt like I would have got after smelling it. I would have sounded like Patty and Selma from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Is it me or did you just get fat in here?
Man. Well, that's cool. I guess I'll be getting mine on Saturday. I hope I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
Who
you
knows?
know, and
You know what? We'll do part two of Midnight Raspberry on our next episode, and
live
you give me your
reaction. Yeah.
reaction. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That's a good one, Dan. I like that. All right, man. We're moving on, man. So the next topic is going to be dupes, clones, and alternatives. Are they saving or destroying the fragrance culture? We're going to talk about it, man. So, Dan, in your opinion, I know you're in the demographics that's not really into the alternative route, but I mean, I know you're familiar and you see it out there, in the groups and Reddit and on YouTube, in the community as a whole. Like, what do you think? Is it these alternatives, inspos? Are they messing up the Frank culture?
I don't think so. I just feel like they help just they serve a purpose because all like the top niche fragrances and everything like that, they're not geared towards the norm consumer. That's
Right.
why those fragrances are being sold at the Saks Fifth Avenues, the Nordstroms, the Neiman Marcus. So that's when these dupe or clone companies come in and at least try to put their interpretation of what these fragrances are to cater to another market for the folks that want to experience it, but that don't have the funds to do so. So they serve a purpose. I like the ones, I think I'm all for like those kind of like the companies that make these type of dupes and clones of these or inspirations of these top high end fragrances. But I also want to see is like if they're able to create something that sounds similar, I want to see what they can do in the lab and just make something original of their own. Because if
Right.
they can make something cool that's like a staple that they made from the ground up and it smells good, I don't mind like adding it to my collection.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if it smells good, it smells
There
good.
you go.
But I just feel like if there's a clone and a niche, depending on just your fun or just how your situation is, like buy whatever you want. But I just lean more towards the true the niche side,
Right.
the real ones or the originals.
Yeah, I agree on it. It does serve a purpose, and like everything, what you just said. I just I feel like they're to the point now where it's like, okay, yeah, you're serving a purpose. You're these companies are kind of like chasing, almost cloud chasing, like because they know like this is popular because the big houses, big companies, designer, they spend millions of dollars in marketing to hype their fragrance up. Sometimes you got these influencers, they probably get paid to promote as well. And then now you got these companies that the dupe houses, they get the formula from the factories that made those fragrances, pass it down to them, and made their own more cheaper version of it. But now they're saying that the quality, these companies are growing and they're reinvesting. Now they're able to spend the higher quality oils and ingredients as like the big niche. But a lot of these niches, they kind of have some copyrighted molecules that these captives, right? Like for example, with imagination, no one. I mean, I believe imagination is still worth getting. I feel like imagination is still worth the investment. Some of these dupes, yeah, they get the similar scent profile, but those one or two molecules, they do make the difference. They do make it the expensive price worth it, in my opinion. But again, there is a purpose. Like for example, like the marwa, I kind of do like I smelt the dry down, and they do smell similar. Like what you said, like on the opening, it is kind of flat. I feel like on the dry down, it's like pretty like it's almost hard to just indistinguishable on the scent. I'm going to the gym. I'm not gonna be rocking. I'm not gonna be spraying the imagination. Like that's not gonna happen, right? For me, financially, it doesn't make sense. For me, like I can spray the Marwa all day because it is a freshy scent. At the end of the day, if we take out the equation, if it's what it's trying to, if I lose it or if I throw it in a bag, So yeah, it's very situational, but I heard these companies they're starting to hire some of these big time perfumers, to start creating original fragrances. So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see in the next couple of years, man. Because everything is moving up, man. Like with the social media, you have these kids. Have you seen those kids influencers, fragrance influencers, man?
I've seen a couple like on TikTok and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they're pushing it. I think they're gonna be making more playful, like more geared towards for the young people, right? I think we had it good back in the days. We had Cool Water and
Polo Sport, Tommy
yeah,
Hilfiger,
CK
Curve, CK1, Escape. What else did we have? Nautica,
Obsession, Jakar.
Eternity,
But what were they
Michael
geared towards the young?
Jordan.
Man, I heard Michael Jordan. Someone duped it.
What it was called,
Forgot.
LeBron James.
Man, I saw a video of LeBron. Someone was kind of oh, it was Dennis Rodman. Kind of LeBron James is a fraud. Like he wouldn't be able to hang in the '90s basketball era. I kind of
I was like, I'm still I'm MJ till I die, but
yeah.
I feel like dude is built like Antonio McDyess with Magic Johnson IQ. I was like, if he just changed his mentality to be an 80 style player, he would probably wreck the league.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I think maybe that's what Dennis Rodman was kind of referring to. His motto or his medal. You know, but yeah. So okay, Dan, when do you think when does dupes make absolute sense for you?
I feel if it would make sense for me is if the fragrance is already overpriced as it is and it doesn't project well.
Mm,
I remember my, afternoon swim by Louis Vuitton, one of the most beautiful citrusy summer fragrances out there. Love it to death, but after you spray within an hour, the scent is gone. But I remember I had a clone of it from was it Mason Assar? B. Yeah, I
yes.
love that. Yeah, I remember I was wearing that like I had both, but I remember I was wearing that like religiously just because like I love the scent and it
Yeah.
like it projected like the DXB actually did project. I remember I have a home gym, so I would just wear it just to wear even though I wasn't
That's right.
I would wear it in my garage while I was like working out and like out mid set. I'm just sitting there like, damn, like I'm perspirating. It's like enhancing the smell, and I'm like, dude, I feel like I smell like afternoon swim. When you
Wow.
smell it, when you don't smell afternoon swim and you smell DXB, when you smell DXB, you think it is afternoon swim, but when you put it side by side, you can smell you can tell the differences.
Right.
I feel like it's about like 85, 90% accurate to
Wow.
afternoon swim. When you put it side by side, you don't notice it, but when you separate them apart and you're just smelling the DXB, you think you have afternoon swim.
Do you still have that?
I sold it, but I wouldn't like if I were gonna buy it. If you asked me if would I buy it again, I would buy it again.
Man, I think I'm gonna have to look that next week. My
Yeah,
pickup.
Mason Assault. I remember I sold it for
Is
cheap.
it?
I think that bottle was like $50, and I forgot how much I paid for it. And then I put it up. I was like, "Here, somebody buy it for 25." And then someone called me, messaged me within like 20 minutes, or not even like 5 minutes. They're like, "I'll take it." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Dang, I must have did it super cheap."
Yeah. Okay, man. That's good. So
Or anything.
if the foreign,
Also, I did want to also mention like anything that was under the God of Fire DNA. I remember, God of Fire is like so expensive. I forgot if it was $250 or 300 for that little 50 ml bottle.
yeah,
But like getting like the mango ice or the Vulcan Few or
yeah,
other similar clones or whatever, I feel that would have been fine. Just because of the price point for that. I was just like,
yeah,
I can't justify something that's like the size of that bottle spending that much money.
yeah. Man, that's so would you buy a dupe of a set you already own?
Yeah,
And so you pretty much okay.
yeah, I would buy DXB again. If I found what was it, liquid brune for like $20 at
Yeah.
Burlington, I'd buy it.
Ooh.
Because remember it's actually stronger than
Yeah,
Altair.
right, right. That's what I like. If these dupe brands, if they can try to make it like certain things, and I think that's what they're striving to do. Like whatever they can't achieve on certain notes on the fragrance, if they can like increase the or amplify certain notes, or yeah, the performance, the projection of the most popular notes of that fragrance that they're trying to clone. I mean that's cool. So I think more and more are trying to do that. I'm starting to feel like is it killing the creativity? I mean, with all these, I, I I'm seeing like some of them are trying to be creative, but they're still like they they don't want to invest in that. They rather invest more on the dupes, right? So what's your take on that? Like, do you think it's the dupes are leveling the playing field, or are they killing creativity?
I wouldn't say they're killing creativity. I just feel like fulfilling a need. Pretty much circling back to what I was just saying. It's just um like people can't afford a freaking $500 bottle of Aventus Creed, so let me go get Club de Nuit or Supremacy or things like that. I don't think they're out there trying to eliminate or creed out the market because they're in two different playing fields. But I do feel like they're serving a purpose. It's trying to at least level it and then at least build their own following for their demographic that is in their price point and level.
Yeah, man, that is interesting. Do you think dupes are the gateway drug to niche?
Um, yeah, I've seen some people talk about that, um especially at a young age. Imagine being in what, high school, college. You're not starting off with niche. You're a broke college kid, probably working at McDonald's or Taco Bell. Um, and there's so much content and videos about all these cool, like niche and popular fragrances that you can't get your hands on it financially. So um they have all these YouTube videos of all these different content creators that's showing you the alternatives of what you want to smell like. And then maybe as you get older and then you do better or you just get a job promo, you graduate from college and you're making big bucks. And then you want to go into that level or open Pandora's box and see what's out there. That's what happened to me, what, like 4 months ago. And look, here I am. I started 4 months ago. I'm almost at 100. And I'm just like, how did I get here?
That's so true because with like you see now with the collecting like Pokemon cards, like these people that are buying Pokemon cards are people that grew up on Pokemon cards when they were younger, right? So it's gone up. Like with sneakers, remember like back in high school, I wanted to get these Jordans, but then like when I got older, man, I went ham on sneaker collecting because I was able to afford it. So I can see that being the same thing with fragrances, definitely.
Yeah,
So man,
definitely.
good deal. Anything else you want to say about like But the state or the landscape of Duke versus houses, OG houses.
No, it's like what you call it, technology, and just I feel like the fragrance craze is just taking off even more to like new levels. That if all these clone companies and those are generating more revenue, they might start allocating their resources to probably getting better ingredients and probably enhancing their products more. And who knows if what if they just stop or they don't have to rely on always having to make a clone of something, like they'll still probably make it, but it won't be their bread and butter. What if they want to start going to, it's like, you know what, we're gonna make our own original fragrance of like wasn't like all any of those clone brands, French Avenue, and what's
Yeah.
the other one, full
Armov,
Armoff,
Latafa.
the toffee, yeah, all of those,
Yeah.
yeah.
This
And Mason Asar. Yeah, Mason Asar, like when I was talking about the DXB, they also make one of they make their own clone of Pacific Chill that I heard was pretty accurate too. So I want to smell that. I'm just curious to see how close that one is.
and you really want I keep thinking about the DXB now, bro. Like because I like afternoon swim, but yeah, it is like, I heard it's the performance is not as people want it to be. Uh, Man, I'll have
I
to
would
go and
buy it
look.
again. Yeah.
Man, there you have it, guys. Well, I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna scouring on Facebook and see if I can find me a good deal.
I wonder if like was it I keep forgetting the name of the shop you always go to.
Exclusive, yeah,
Exclusive Mart or
exclusive more, yeah.
Trend Centers. I wonder if they carry the Mason Asar line.
Pretty sure yeah,
Yeah. It's worth I would say it's worth buying. I'd
yeah.
buy it. I'd give the thumbs up to it.
There you go. So this concludes it. It's there's a space for both the alternative or like the higher end. Just like in everything else, there's always the higher end, the premium line versus the mid tier and the budget tier. So I mean, there you have it, guys. Um, yeah. With that being said, man, on to the next segment. We are going to be going over the top 5 fragrances for Dan
In my collection.
in his collection, but he's not going to be ranking like 1 to 5. Each fragrance that he chose has a specific purpose or a role in the winter weather. So yeah, we're gonna start it off right now.
All right. Let me know. What's the first one?
First one. Dude, hold on before I want to smell this again.
Hey, yo.
Hey, I covered it up, man. Yeah. Hey, it looks like a barber, a shaving cream, man. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. All right. So first one, Dan. Let's go for the cozy one. Cozy weather, or yeah, cozy time.
Fireplace type vibes, right?
Yeah.
Bundled up, intimate,
Yeah. It's still cold. It's cold in the room. Try to get warmed up.
throwing some Netflix.
There you go.
For that,
Candle.
yeah, for that kind of scenario, I'm gonna have to pull out a very popular fragrance that you might be thinking of. But if yeah, for here we go. For that situation, bam, Angel Share.
Here you, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just that apple pie and
Yes.
that cognac from that apple pie and that cognac from the Killians, the Hennessy. Yeah, man, I'm like smelling it right now. I'm just like, man, this smells so good.
It's like I'm thinking of Boyz II Men, Let It Snow.
Yep. Like if I was
Playing
like in
that
Aspen, like at a
like a
log
ski
cabin, like at
lodge.
those at a ski lodge, like just having dinner and like you're just meet. I got me a nice looking fresh like Canada Goose freaking vest on, just looking
Montclair.
my
Montclair
Montclair. Yeah,
Montclair
getting
Best.
that with the matching beanie, just looking
Dang.
fresh. That's I would be wearing this.
Dang that. You need to like actually do that so we can make some content.
Yeah, going up.
Dang, man, yeah. So many dupes off of that because that DNA is a banger, dude. It's just
And what's crazy, I remember when I would smell this at, like, Neiman's, I was not a fan. I think they were, like, every time you looked at this, it was always empty, but then when you would smell the atomizer, it was, like, musty and funky. Maybe it's just it was out sitting there so old and that they just never had a replacement one, but yeah,
I was gonna say like maybe that's what midnight raspberry is gonna do to you, but it's not old.
yeah, not at all. But
Man,
the cozy,
cozy
intimate,
butt,
like,
man.
cuddly type of phrase, I would do
That
the
looks like straight up bourbon. Like that glass is
yeah,
man.
it looked like a
If this,
shot glass, like I'm about to just on the rocks. That's another flanker from them anyway, so
I heard that's good. Yeah, we tried that. There's like a little citrusy
it's
in
like, yeah,
there.
it's a dumbed down version of, the original.
Yeah. All right, man. Next one is gonna be the outdoor king. This is gonna it's gonna cover like it cuts through cold air, and it projects like crazy. King.
Let's see, what do you think Imma pull out? Pause.
I'll I'll
So woodsy, like, it just overpowers through everything?
Yeah, like you're outside, and it's like 20 degrees, it's
I got
frosty
you.
out there, like
I'm ready.
you got the gloves, you got the beanie, but
You ready?
yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's see what you got.
Boom!
Uh yeah,
Outlands, bro.
dang. Okay.
A fragrance flan favorite.
Tell me why.
Disdains.
Tell me what it does. So it has that performance, that projection. You think
Man,
it's
this
it's
thing
gonna
is eternal, like, projection wise. It's very spicy at the very beginning. Like, it just feels like you just went to like a spice section, like at Whole Foods or something, and all you smell is peppers and all those resins and stuff like that. But as it dies down, like you start to smell like the cinnamon and all that stuff. It sort of reminds me of a Amouage's take on Cinnabon, like getting a Cinnabon from them. A very spicy type style Cinnabon.
they say that it has that like kind of like a vapor element to it, like Vicks in there.
I do smell like that menthol kind of energy.
Menthol.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do smell that when you say that. So it's a very spicy mentholy scent, like in the very beginning. But as it
Yeah.
dries down, I get that very cinnamon roll, churro type vibe. And this thing stays on you forever. I remember I went to a party like last month. It was on my clothes for at least like a few days. Yeah, this is a banger. Did you smell this when you came over?
I did. I did. It smelled good. It I don't know what I was expecting because yeah, with Flan and everybody else. But the thing, yeah, the vapor, the menthol like was prominent to me.
Whew, oh, I can't wait till it gets cold. I might bring that to Chicago.
Ooh, when you going to Chicago?
I'm going next month, like on the 12th or the 16th. I got a couple
Yeah.
of gigs out there.
Oh, that's right. Are you gonna get a decaf? Are you gonna pull out your decaf for that? You're not gonna bring the whole bottle, are you?
No, I'm gonna buy one of those like pressured atomizers I've been seeing on
Yeah.
TikTok, where I'll probably get like 5 mils and then just get one of those. Maybe bring
Yeah.
three. Yeah,
So
I
on
don't know.
average,
It's either that one or Angel Share. I don't know what I'm gonna bring.
get both.
Yeah, it's gonna be like probably in the 20s when I go there.
Yeah, get both, man. Because if it's next month, it's like Angel Share has that Christmas vibe for sure.
Mm,
But how many sprays do you put on Outlands?
I wouldn't go crazy. That thing is like beast mode eternal. I feel
Like
like
three,
it's.
five?
I'll say around three to. Let's see, one, two, three, four. No more than six. I think six is still a lot, but I think if you can just get two back here, or one, two, maybe three, four, yeah, five or six. But if I do about five or
If
six,
you're
I'll
there,
probably make sure that I'm not going out like right away. I'll
dry
let it
down.
dry down a little bit. I don't want to be slapping people in the face with that.
It has that powerful. Is that powerful
Yeah,
in
sort
it?
of like Savage Elixir,
Okay. Man, this is good,
Eternal.
man. I'm liking it, man. All right. The date night weapon. Warm, sexy, resonant scents.
Date night. Maybe I'll go on a few more later on this year or even next year. Ladies. What you call it? But if I was on a date night, hopefully y'all not watching this, or I'll just have a backup. But I'll be wearing boom side effect initio.
Man, break it down for me. What's the notes in there and what do you get out of it?
Yeah, so I got like some vanilla up in here. It's a lot of the rum.
Okay.
So it's a very sexy scent. If you like pull up the notes. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember I sprayed this one time. It's also it projects very well as yeah. This is
Yeah,
like I
bro.
think this is one of their most popular fragrances from the Nishio house.
Yeah. So the notes, it doesn't have levels, but I mean, you get Fraggantica. You got rum, you got tobacco, cinnamon, saffron, sandalwood, and heroin.
Mhm.
It
Yeah, it's the cinnamon and the rum you smell a lot of, and then what was the second one you said?
the second one is tobacco.
Tobacco. You know, I think it's a very faint tobacco, but it's a lot of the rum you get. The rum and the
Okay.
cinnamon. Yeah, that's what it gets you, and then whatever, like you said, saffron and all those other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very sexy.
Hey, bro. See, you making me want a bottle. The bottle is dope too.
Yeah, it's funny.
Dang.
Initio just makes all their bottles identical. The only time you just know if it's different is by the name.
There you go. So that is a date night weapon during winter time.
Fall, winter, yeah, but
All winter,
you can
yes.
you can wear that for the winter for sure.
All right. Next one, number 4. The elegant grown man choice. I'm talking about wood, incense, spicy aromatics.
The elegant, right?
Hmm.
If I'm all like, if I'm going
Cold.
on a gala or somewhere formal black tie event,
Yeah.
boom,
Mm.
baby cat.
I think where is the we had the man forget it.
Yeah,
I had the sound
just
effects.
keep Fragrantica go up and just start pulling up the each
Yeah.
fragrance. Yeah, this one's it's vanilla. It's that suede, like that leather suede. Got
Yeah.
some spice to it.
So we have the top notes. We got the black and pink pepper, and then we have black pepper, LME, pink pepper, middle notes, saffron, and then the base notes is bourbon, vanilla, suede, and cedar.
Yeah, you get all the bass notes on this thing right here.
And
It's all
yeah,
bass notes.
and a labdanum on the middle notes.
Yeah, I keep that's one of the scents
Eh,
that I mentioned that I whenever I'm bored and I just go to my collection, I always tend to go to Baby Cat just to smell it. I was debating because when you were saying elegance, I was debating either putting this one up or Absolute Aventus. I went ahead and went with this.
okay, good
Yeah.
choice, good choice for the winter time. Woo, man, I keep playing like that Kalani folded.
Vibes.
The vibes, baby. All right, so I got affordable monster. I don't know if you have an affordable monster in your collection, man. A budget option, but that still slaps.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of people give it a lot of hate and flack just because it's just so mainstream and so popular. But I have it in my collection and I love it to death also. And it's boom.
Mm,
JPG Lamal Elixir.
good choice, dude. All right,
Yeah, it's
let me pull it up. Lamal Elixir. All right, so on that, the main accords, let's break it down. We got vanilla, we got sweet, we got honey, it's aromatic, amber, lavender, tobacco, green, fresh, spicy, powdery. Top notes, we got lavender, mint. Middle notes is vanilla, benzoin. Base notes is honey, tonka bean, and tobacco. Man,
that just screams out winter date night.
yes.
Yeah, I got this on Facebook. I think I paid like $60.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on retail? How much is retail?
I think this is a
80, 90?
50 or 75 ml. Shit, I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe we have to pull that up on Macy's or something. Maybe
All
like
right, that's cool.
100 something. I don't know. But discounters, you can get it cheap.
Yeah. Man, I like those choices, Dan. Those are, man. I like, what do you think about that lineup? Instead of just ranking, 1 to 5, We pick
Yeah,
like, it's role,
I
role
like
play like a
scenarios, yeah. It makes it more
yes.
interesting, and then it just picks it's like it's picking my brain and just saying what direction I wanna go, rather
Yeah.
than just like, "I wanna pick this," and it's all subjective, and then
Mhm.
things like that.
Man, okay. Man, that's pretty much it, man. You guys watching it, drop in the comments like what is your favorite winter fragrance? Drop that in. And what dupe versus original do you prefer? And also drop what's your latest pickups. Put it in the comments, man. So anything else, Dan, that you wanna say?
The dry down on this.
Yeah, man, that's so good. I'm glad we did it early in the show.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah, we should start doing that now
Yeah.
where you get the initial, and then at the end, you get
Yeah.
your final. Yeah. It's actually got better, like, no cap.
Oh, okay.
Would
And
I
how did
still
it get
keep it?
better? Well, better in what way? Like like you didn't
It
like
got
it, you weren't a
sweeter.
fan? It got sweeter.
It got sweeter.
Okay.
I feel like the patchouli, it doesn't feel as pungent as it was in the beginning. It didn't slap you as hard initially. Yeah, it backed away, and I think you're getting a little bit more of the star of the raspberry kicking in.
Okay. I wonder if it's still like projecting for you. Is it projecting? Is it the performance? How is it?
I don't know if I'm getting nose blind to it, but it's starting to smell just more like to skin. But I did notice that it did get better, but it's not as bad as how initially was. But I'm still gonna stick to my guns, and I don't think I would still keep it, but it
Okay.
got better though.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Good
just
deal.
say be ready for the dry down. That's when you get to really get to understand what this fragrance is about.
Yeah. Well, that's about it for this episode 3, man. Thanks everyone for watching and catch us on the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe. You hear?
Later.